Hey guys, Romie here, so please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for, of course, the Haves and the Have-Nots, Season 5, Episode 22. My voice, or possibly my demeanor, my allergies are killing me. I hope everything is okay. I'm not sure when this is going to be uploaded because I took a nap because I was feeling off just to begin with. So anyway, this episode, there were gems in there, but I didn't really like it. So this isn't going to be a long review. It starts off with Jim and Catherine. They're in the bed, and the whole thing is, it's funny because Jim is still trying to talk the sweet talk to her, and Catherine's not falling for it. Catherine's essentially like, this was a one and done type of situation. This was I just need to go and get an inch scratched / wanted to teach you a lesson. So then he's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? She was like, you don't love me, you don't care about me, you don't love White, you don't care about White. Okay, so when is our anniversary? And it was June 16th. And she was like, oh, okay. So then when was White's birthday? April 16th, something like that. She was like, oh, you remember? He was like, yeah. When's my birthday? That was the first question she asked. So things didn't start off well, but I was like, what's going on? She said, you know what? I don't love you. Because he said February, and that was Celine. That was Celine's birthday. Now that was funny. Now he's trying to do all this, and she's trying to let him know, honey, sweet lamb, here's how this really works. The only reason why we did this was because, I still don't like you. We're still getting this divorce. I still want you dead. And she made that whole reference to how he blew it, or something about that gun that she used to shoot someone, essentially making a whole reference of just like how I blew you, or just like how she blew him. I forgot how it went, but the way that she did it, I couldn't believe that came out of her mouth. Oh my god, all these references. Now I'm getting images. Oh, ugh, ugh. But anyway, because I think that's why I blocked it out of my mind. I was just disgusted with the whole premise. Catherine isn't falling for it. Remember, Catherine is loaded. Jim has nothing. He was trying to go and see what he could do by putting the reins on her, and she wasn't falling for the okie doke. She wasn't falling for the okie doke. She doesn't want him, and I'm so glad, because I was going to be pissed if all this need was for them to have sex for her to go and flip. But that's not the case. What is the case, though, is that David is still Captain Sava, and by being Captain Sava, what he's trying to do is he's trying to go and give Erica a new life. He brings her to this nicely furnished apartment. I said, David, I know you probably have good taste, but this is really nice. Something ain't right here. But when she asks him, he says, oh, no, the store helped me. I said, oh, okay. Because I said, was Maggie Day helping you out with this decor? Anyway, it's funny because David, what he does is he goes and Erica's just like, wait, I can't stay here. I can't stay here. He's like, of course you can stay here. Why don't you tell me the guy's name? She's like, maybe you don't have to stay here. She's like, no, I can't do that. Then you're going to stay here. Yeah, but I can't do that. Look, this was a lot of back and forth of, I can't do that. You're doing so much for me. I'm thinking, Erica, we know what you're trying to do, so I'm not going to go and repeat everything. Your whole goal is to make sure that this man gives you what you want and protects you. So that's exactly what you're doing. What he's doing. You're making him feel like, wait, but I have to. She's saying no, but she's in danger, so I know she has to go and accept my help. So while all that's happening, she was just saying how, she asked him, how many beds do we have? Just one. One? Yeah, I want you to stay in it every night. And I'm thinking, David, oh, I guess she's not wholesome anymore because they've been sleeping around all the time. So it was just so weird because on one hand, you're saying, okay, you got abused. On the other hand, you're almost kind of saying, well, what about the bedroom? And it's like, oh, we sharing it together? I can't do that, but maybe I can. And David's doing the same thing. I'm thinking, My whole premise would have been, okay, I'm hiring a PI. I'm going to get this guy. You two are basically about to go and screw around. And it was just throwing me for a loop. I get Erica was trying to have him back off because she was trying to say, no, we can't do that under the premise. I said, thank you. Someone is finally thinking, well, again, this is all a game. This is all a game. This is all a plot line. David already knows what he has with Erica, so he wants to make sure that doesn't go away. She was like, you know what? Just pretend like I'm not here. This is your place. I want you to feel comfortable. And instead of it being the other way around, it was the weirdest thing. Like I said, a lot of Jedi mind tricks were being played. She was doing her same temptress type of energy and type of flow and type of vibe. I was kind of over the whole situation because I'm like, David falling for this okie doke. I know Erica is good, but she's not Candice good. So come on now. Jim gives him a call in the midst of all of this, because he thought maybe it was his son, and she was like, you know what, yeah, you should speak to him, pretend like I'm not here. David, you did so much for me, why would you go and da-da-da? So then he was like, oh, okay, and it's actually Jim, and Jim's like, David. I'm like, excuse me? David, I just did something horrible and disgusting. I slept with my wife. David's looking at it like, you slept with Catherine? You? He's like, yes, exactly. I slept with Catherine. And mind you, when Catherine was saying how Jim seduced her the same way that he did when she was younger, but his hair was actually golden and blonde and his jeans were tight. I said, I don't want that visual. I don't want that visual. But I'm glad you didn't fall for the okie doke. Did she? No, because she blew it just like how she blew you right then on that. I said, oh my God. Anyway, I hate how Jim is such an authoritative person in the sense where he's always kind of barking at David. Like, bark, bark, do this. Bark, bark, do that. We talk about how Hannah's in a slave mentality or in a borderline slave relationship. Look at David. David and Jim, this isn't a friendship. This is a, I need something from you. You're going to do it. Jim was barking at David and saying, you need to go and talk to your wife. You need to get a hold of your bee. You need to go and control that bee. You need to go and handle her. Handle her and get it under control, because I had to go and sacrifice and sleep with Catherine. Oh my God. And David, I have to take a shower now. Dang, I can't even breathe. David, I have to take a shower now. And you need to go. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to deal with her. Look, we need to make sure that both of these women are under control. We need to make sure that both of these women don't do something stupid. We need to make sure that we handle the situation. You handle your situation. I took one for the team for both of us. You don't have to sleep with your wife. You just need to go and make sure that you talk to her so that she understands that she can't do X, Y, and Z. Do you got it, David? Okay, do it now, David. Do it now. It was like, okay, I'll do it now. I'll give you a call back. Actually, Jim didn't even have to go and do that because David already knew. He said, I'll go and do it now, and I'll give you a call back. I said, excuse me, who is talking to you like this? Who is Jim? Wyatt gave, not Wyatt, Jeffrey gave Justin a call, and she wanted Justin there because that whole premise, because Jeffrey did talk to his father, and you know, his father told him, look, you need to relax, because Jeffrey was like, wait a minute, are you going to do something to Mom? Is that why you're trying to figure out where she is? David looked at Jeffrey, she looked at the phone like, Jeffrey, what are you talking about? Look, don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid is what David had to go and tell Jeffrey. I'm trying to make sure that I rectify the situation before you go and potentially do something to your own mother. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to figure out where she is. That's what I'm trying to figure out where you are. You're at the hotel? Okay. Does she know where you are at the hotel? Yes. Get another room. They're all booked out. Get a different hotel, stupid. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Fine. Just handle that and then give me a call. I'm thinking, if she's a lawyer, so, and she's probably using, even if it's David's credit cards, you know that she has all the numbers, even if it's a new card. So she's going to figure out where Jeffrey is. That's how she did the first time. Come on, people, come on. So that's why I'm thinking, Jeffrey, you should have gone then. You should have, A6'd it back then. But Jeffrey wanted to go and talk to Justin because Justin's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Justin is a mess. Jeffrey, he was talking to Wyatt, and because Wyatt called him, and Jeffrey was like, wait, is this Wyatt? He was like, yeah, you sound decent. I was like, oh, okay, but how are you? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing well. We're in the park taking pictures. Really? Again, he's just so happy because that's his friend. That was originally hopefully his potential boo in his mind, but that's not happening. God. And because I'm like, oh, tired of this BS. Now, so then he said, you know what? Do you want to come with us? No. No, it's fine. You go and handle you. Well, I know you're avoiding me. I'm not avoiding you. I'm just handling some stuff. What's going on? Don't worry about it. It's not for you to worry about. It's just for me to handle. It's like, oh, okay, cool. But you need to watch out for that Justin guy. Why? What do you mean? Because he came over to my house. Why? That part doesn't matter. Again, both of them are involved in similar mess. Everything's all intertwined, and none of them are truly being truthful. So we know how things like that normally go at the end of the day. But for now, he's saying, look, just handle you. I'll handle me. Your friend Justin, you need to watch out for him because he's a stalker who's cuckoo. You can't trust him. I'm saying, we know this. Why would it take you for Jeffrey to realize all of this, that Justin is cuckoo? So Justin's now over there, and Jeffrey's trying to tell him, look, dude, you've been stalking me. You've been doing all this mess. I can't take it. I can't deal. I cannot right now with you. I get it. You have these feels. I guess they're somewhat valid. I don't feel the same way. You need to go and get over it. You need to go and get over me. You need to go. It's like, wait, no, it's me. You can't see each other. It's like, no, we can't see each other in that capacity. We can potentially be cool if you know how to act cool. I'm thinking, Justin, this is chess, not checkers. What? You're going at it completely wrong way. Especially with Veronica Harrington willing and able to come after you. Veronica doesn't like you. Veronica barely likes her son at this point. So you going doing all this mess, and you're just bringing more stress onto him. You're making it easier for Veronica to come and say, you know what? I need to go after you because you won't leave my son alone. Veronica actually calls Jeffrey and said, oh God, that girl is over there, isn't she? Isn't he? That girl, put me on speaker. All right, here's how this works. The reason why you need to come to court tomorrow, dummy, is because I'm representing you. If you don't represent me, then they'll just do a guilty verdict, and that's it. That's why you need to come to court. But aside from that, you also need to make sure you need to tell your little girlfriend over there that if he doesn't leave you alone or come to this court, because I'm tired of you. I already gave you multiple warnings. Now I'm just going to come to your wife. I'm going to go into her chambers after I win my case, and I'm going to tell her that your husband has been sleeping with my son. Has been cheating on you, sleeping with my son. So, and I'm going to go and say there was perjury and make sure that everything for her gets thrown out of whack. So you need to come and tell her before I do. You're not going to do that, lady. If you do that, watch what happens. She said, oh, I'm shook. I'm clutching your pearls. No, I'm going to do it. I gave you enough warning. And this is what happens when you mess with me. That was one of the few times that I'm here for Veronica, because this Justin dude needs to go. At this point, I don't care if he gets outed. He's getting on my nerves. It's too much. It's too much. And so then we see that Charles, he's doing his campaign run. Everything's going well. He then gets back on his, I almost said in his motorcade, into his bus, and Landon is there. Landon says he wants to talk to him, so they go towards the back. I want to apologize for what? For calling the cops on Candice, and for what? And for butting your business, and for what? And for not taking, your words and what you're saying seriously, in the sense where I kept questioning you. Oh, okay. Because after the second, and for what? Landon was like, wait, what else did I do? What else can you be mad at? Oh, yeah, I know. And Charles is happy, or happy enough. And the thing with Landon is, he went and he scrubbed Candice's online profile, so not much should come up on her aside from obviously death and all of that. So I said, oh, it wasn't that hard now, was it? probably gonna have to pay off all the people. So Charles is actually doing stuff in the background so that he could potentially be with Candice, and Candice doesn't know it. Candice probably has a sinking suspicion, but Landon is still butting his head in, saying, well, you know, are you sure you really want to go down? I said, Charles, get Vince, whatever the dude's name, Vincent, Victor, starts with a V. Get him to get Landon, because Landon's getting on my nerves again. Get him. So then Charles says, excuse me, I'm going to go and talk to my friend Candice. Yes. Have a problem with that? No, absolutely not, sir. Okay, good. Because you like your job. You want to keep your job, right? Okay, bye, 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 bye. He calls Candice, and Candice is just like, what's going on? What do you want from me? I'm going to the funeral home to make arrangements for my son being dead. So I can't feel that great. He's like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. But... you know, I miss you. I'm thinking, dude, she has nothing for you. Her son is dead. That's what she cares about. You going and having this whole, but what about me? What about me? What about my needs type of mentality? It's not helping anyone. It's not doing anything. And she's over it. And she's just like, you know what? I'm going to go and help you out. Don't worry. Once this small leg is done, I'll be there to support you. And she said, oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll see. And hangs up. And I'm glad, because we don't have time to entertain this mess today. What we do have time for is at the funeral home, because that's where essentially the rest of the episode left off. Lord Jesus. Now, Hannah and Benny, they're going through the arrangements. They already have the flyers printed out, because the funeral's tomorrow. I said, that's how you do it. We spent seasons on like a few days, and then months would go by, and now this funeral is happening in real time. Each week is each day, and it's going. I said, thank you, thank you, Tyler, thank you. So we have this conundrum, because remember, Catherine's paying for it, and we have this really nice blue casket, and then we have this white casket that Hannah's saying, you know, originally, because that's the funny part. Hannah originally was like, you know, I don't want to pay, you know, too much for X, Y, and Z. She just wants a simple one. And that's the one that she wants. That's the funny part. She wants the simple one, and that's it. They're going to go and figure everything else out. And then in comes Candice. And this is where everything takes a turn, because Candice is pissed. She's like, oh, so all of this was planned without me? I'm thinking, yeah, because they couldn't get into contact with you. So on this part, you can't be upset. But now that you're here, he's still your son, so you should have some involvement. And I know some people probably don't like that, but it's the truth. So then things start to deteriorate, because Candice said, wait, they want this casket? No, I want the blue one. It's like, yeah, it's a more expensive model. It's like, fine, Candice, where are you going to get the money to pay for it? Yeah, Candice, where are you going to get the money to pay for it? Don't worry, I'm going to figure it out. No, we chose the white one. No, I want the blue one. Excuse me, I can run tabulations. Because remember, the funeral person, he actually wanted to do an upsell and get them into the blue one. So he said he's going to run some numbers and go in the back, because they're arguing. They have things they need to talk about. And this is when things completely fall apart. And Candice is looking at Hannah and looking at Benny, and I don't know where it exactly jumped off, but it did. And Benny was over because Hannah couldn't really talk. Benny was like, look, you weren't here. We had to go and get things rolling. Because Candice still feels like, one of the main points is that Candice feels like her mother purposely had her son killed. She's convinced. She's like, so there was a shootout, and yet you didn't get hit at all, but my son got killed, but you're saying you're trying to protect my son. You're trying to do this to punish me. You're trying to do this to teach me a lesson. I said, okay, you're blaming her. You're in denial. I understand. But it's still very hurtful. It is still very hurtful. Your mother took care of that child while you were MIA. And that's also the truth. So let's not act like she didn't have her act right for the most part when it came to that child. That's my whole thing. You can't pin this all on one single person. There's so many factors that went into this. But Benny was trying to say, excuse me, Mom, she could have died. He was like, good, that's what should have happened. I said, oh my God, Candice, I know you mean that, but please don't say that. And he was like, you know, I'm done with you. I'm done with this whole mantra. You come in here after we were trying to get into contact with you with your son. You come in here blaming mommy for going and getting your son killed, when you're the one that actually went and did what you did to War that caused him to go and have the reaction to come after you. There was a shootout. He could have killed all of us, and you're concerned about trying to blame your mother on your son being killed? Are you kidding me? I said, oh. I said, Benny, them acting classes? Okay, I see them. And she was like, of course I went for all X, Y, and Z because she had the option. And Belle's like, no, this is on you. It's always on you. You're always doing stuff, taking the mortgage on the house, taking the second mortgage on the house, always trying the next con, always trying to get whatever you want, regardless of who it affects. That's you. And it took me a long time to see it. And you see Hannah in the background like, it's about time you're seeing that. Yeah. But so with her, I said, Hannah, stop it. Don't antagonize the situation. Don't antagonize. So then she says, wait a minute. I did all of this for you. I said, don't do that. I know to a certain degree there's some truth to that, but let's not put it all deflect it back onto Benny. She said, look, you always told me your dreams, your aspirations. You always told me what you wanted. You. So because I love you, I did whatever it took to make sure that your dreams could become a reality. Now, I do know that Candice did go and make sure that she tried to take care of Benny. I know that as a fact. I know that. I understand that. But I love that Benny said, you're not going to do what you always do and trying to flip it back on the other person when you're in the wrong. You had the option to go and do things the right way or do things the wrong way. You decided to go and lie, cheat, scam, and steal and prostitute to get what you wanted. I'm tired of mixing words with you because I still love you, but you're trying to hurt my mother. Your son is gone. We know that. We all feel that. We all love him. Yes, he's your son, so it's a different level, but still, stop trying to go and say that because I shared my hopes and dreams, I wanted more for myself. And I shared with my sister. And now you're trying to say I shouldn't have done that? That because I did that, it made things worse for you, that you had to go out there and do things legally to get what you wanted? So then she was like, what? You know what? Screw you. It's just falling apart because a child is dead. Everyone's starting to play the blame game. This is when truths are finally coming out after years of people trying to hold their tongues. And Hannah now co-signing like, yep, you always try to do this, always try to do that. But the funeral person came back right in time before things went even further. And he said, I'm sorry, I couldn't reduce the price. So then she said, it's fine. I'll go and handle it. And I'm thinking, with what money? So that's when Hannah realized, wait a minute. And this is all in front of the funeral director now. Or the mortician. And she says, all this is because of you. And I said, well, Hannah, no, it wasn't intentional. To her, for once, it wasn't intentional. But you're kind of right. You're sleeping with that senator. You're sleeping with the guy who's running for president. He set up Benny to take a fall, to clear you. You had him go and do that. It was you. See, that's why, you're still acting like you have the ability to get something, because you're going to get it from him. You're going to get the money. You're going to get the influence. Another scam, Candice. I said, Hannah, you're partially right. Let's not do this right now because you don't know the full details. So let's back up a little bit. This is the one time where Candice was like, you're not doing that to my brother. So you're only half right. She wasn't trying to scam her brother. This guy took it upon himself to do this to Benny himself. So then Ben was like, wait a minute, what? Like I said, the mortician guy's back, and he says the pricing, it can't be reduced. It's our most, popular item. So Candice says she'll take it. He's like, wait, but all of this would have to be tomorrow, because they said, where's the son being buried? Oh, at what was it, St. Continental or something like that? No, at the church? No, my son's not being buried at church. And I said, okay. I remember she still has the issues with the church, so okay. He's going to be buried somewhere else. Said, all of that can't happen tomorrow. Who said it has to happen tomorrow? Your mother. Oh, well, I am the child's mother, so I'm going to be the one to take over the reins. It's like, wait a minute, but Catherine is the one paying for this. Where do you do it? Oh, I should have known you're broke. wouldn't be able to pay for this. Definitely not letting that woman go and pay for my son's funeral. Heck no. So what are these these programs? Oh, these are trash. First of all, my son loved Blue. Second of all, these programs are trash. He's not getting buried in some church cemetery. So it's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be Thursday instead. So let's say today is Tuesday or today's Monday, whenever the arrangements are being made. It's still, now they're going to be made they're going to be made at a different place, and it's going to be for Thursday. And she's going to somehow come up with the $6,000 that they need. And I'm thinking, Lord Candice, what are you going to do? So then she said, okay, that's it. Because remember, the other thing going on with that is, dang it, there's something else I wanted to mention. I can't remember. And I feel like it had to do with Hannah. So it was this whole thing of, she was just like, okay, it's fine. I'm going to take all of the reins. I'm going to do everything I need to do. And then she goes, because she was like, wait a minute, why would I put my son in this white one? Oh, Hannah said that she wanted it to be an open casket because she wanted the community to see what gun violence does. And I thought that was very powerful. The guy said he'll make sure that the son looks appropriate. We finally see Quincy Jr. because he was in the white casket. And he was like, oh my God, I was going to tell you. That's why I was going to tell him, because we have to put them in here for sizing and all of that. And Candice, oh my God. I said Candice didn't deserve that. Candice is trash, but she didn't deserve that. Oh Lord, she opened it. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't expect you to open that. I didn't expect you to do that. And it was like, and Ben was like, oh Candice, no, Candice, I know it's not okay. No, just breathe, because Candice looked like she was about to die, because she was like, and I was like, oh, Jesus, I can't. Candice like, oh, this episode's too much. Please like, comment, subscribe. I didn't expect to stay this long, especially since you hear me, and I'm just like, whatever.